We have to take this entire table of parts and somehow turn it into a complete long block. We have everything here that we should need to make this engine run again. Got our oil pump, all the gaskets and seals that we should need, timing components and a timing belt. We have timing tools to make it easier, crank sensor and a 2GB cam sensor because we're moving away from the 1G cam crank sensor. Valve cover gasket, AEM fuel rail, our head with the Supertech springs and retainers in it, and hopefully we can get the turbo put on. Once this is a complete long block, we can lay the engine harness over, start to figure out how we want to run it. We'll get a lot closer to actually being done with the car. I also have a spare head and a spare oil pump in case when we're going over these two, we find something that we don't like. These were the ones that I was running before and they were good when I checked them, but that was a year and a half ago. And I would rather double inspect and have backups just in case. The engine is mounted a little weird on the engine stand because we had to remove 2 broken transmission bolts out of the back of it before we even went further with this, because this engine came out of my 98 Spider that was crashed a couple years ago. We already have a new rear main seal and a new rear main housing because I didn't trust the old one coming off of the crashed parts. We have removed and tapped NPT to AN4 fitting so we can water cool our turbo. And right now we are removing and rotating the bearings for the balance shaft so we have proper oil pressure. The only thing I'm really missing right now is RTV so we can put the thermostat housing and the thermostat on, and the oil pan. Oil pan is somewhere over in my massive parts and it still needs to be cleaned. Once we get farther along with the engine, we'll pull this intake manifold off, get it cleaned up, and get ready to paint that black. I think we're going to do a couple things to match the engine bay, like the compressor cover for the turbo. We'll probably do the fuel rail. We'll probably do little things like the cam sensor housing, stuff like that.